Hi there, my name is Amber Auger and I am here today at Chicago Midwinter with Steve Berman, the Vice President of Pascal International. Some exciting new things to talk about. Go ahead and share with me a little bit about your story, Steve.
Sure. We introduced a new product in fluoride varnish about a year and a half ago. I was charged with the duty at Pascal to find a fluoride varnish for us to sell. We had sold the tube in the past, which lost its popularity. It wasn't very convenient. We also sell a number of different products such as fluoride rinses, fluoride gels, take-home fluoride, but we know the market is going towards the varnish.
Yes.
Right, so I was charged to go to the RDH in Vegas 2 years ago to find a fluoride varnish for us to sell, and what happened was I saw that every other booth was carrying the peel-off varnish, and I thought to myself, how in the world is a company the size of Pascal, a small family-owned company, going to compete with the likes of these giants that are all selling these fluoride varnish peel-off units? So I kind of took a different tact and I talked to all the hygienists I could and asked them, yeah, I know you guys are using different varieties of these peel-off units. What is it that you don't like about them? And thought I would go that route and try to solve their problems. So they came up with a lot of things. One was they told me, and these are words from hygienists, that when they would open the peel-off unit, oftentimes the brush would fly out on the floor. Maybe that's happened to you before.
Yes,
I don't know.
many times.
Yeah. And so you've got to scramble now
Yes.
and find a brush, or you've got to open a new unit, so it's wasteful. You're talking about usually on average anywhere from $1.50 to $2 every time you open one of those units. They also said that when you peel that thing open, a lot of times the varnish is on the foil. So it's like when you open up a yogurt, you got to then scrape off the varnish, yeah,
Yes.
so you know what I'm talking about. Put it in a little mixing well and mix it all up because it's not pre-mixed as well.
Right.
So when you're applying the varnish, oftentimes it's not one size fits all. You may be treating a patient and an adult for sensitivity,
Right.
so you're going to treat one or two teeth, and what do you do with the remainder in that well? You have to throw the unit away, so it's wasteful. Sometimes when you're treating a child, the dentition is so small you don't need all that material. And then once you throw it away, what happens to the unit? It goes out into the landfill. They're not recyclable. There's over 1 million of those units that went into the landfill, with some with fluoride leaching into the ground. So there was a lot of things that hygienists said they didn't like about them. So we developed with another company, a partnership, we developed a bottle that would deliver a specific amount of fluoride. This is the bottle itself, and I know it doesn't look impressive, but it's actually very sophisticated. It's triangle shaped, so the hygienist has easy grip, it's ergonomic, has the tactile feel, little indentation so it doesn't slip, it's the soft plastic so it's easy to squeeze. But what it does is it only allows you to extrude 20 to 30 microliters of material each time, so it's very specific. So if I'm going to treat a patient for one sensitive tooth, I can extrude 1 drop.
Right.
If it's a small child, maybe 2 or 3 drops. If it's somebody with dentition my size, it may be 3 or 4 drops. And the hygienists that have tried this since we began have told me that they figure out right away how many drops they need per patient. The product is extruded onto the back of the glove. This gives us total control of the patient, so you can retract the tissue with your non-dominant hand. You've got the varnish on your glove and you can apply directly. You're not going back to that well.
Right.
And a lot of times the hygienist said when they would go back to the well to dip the brush again, that little pigtail of that foil, it's tippy. So it would be difficult, and if you've ever gotten varnish on your hands, it's difficult to clean and difficult to work with. So you've got complete control of your patient. You have complete control of the amount of varnish that you need to extrude. Out of this unit, my wife, who is a dentist as well in Sao Paulo, Brazil, she treats mainly adults, but she got out of this unit over 50 uses. So this brings the cost of this to a third of what you're paying for the products that are on the market. There's no waste. The bottle's recyclable. It has a lot of benefits.
Right. Yeah. So let me just see the bottle here now. Tell me a little bit more about the bottle and the dosage. Okay. So you said about 50 doses.
Well, it depends. Again, it depends on the type of patients you're seeing. If you're treating only children, no adults, you're probably going to get anywhere between 30 and 40. If you're mixing in some adults where you're only extruding 1 drop, you're going to get upwards of 50.
Great.
The unit also comes with 30 brushes. You won't get less than 30, put it that way. And on average, it seems to be the hygienists that I talk to have been on average about 40 uses per bottle.
So tell me, where could I find more information?
Well, you can either go to our website, www.pascaldental.com, or you can contact most of the major dealers in the U.S. carry the product at this point.
Wonderful.
Yeah.